only for English breakfasts, you know, and people would upload these sorry fucking breakfasts. I mean, really sad excuses of breakfasts, you know, and you know, people got really really obsessive about whether the beans were touching the eggs. And
Everyone in its place.
yeah, yeah, and if you could use the sausages as a barrier, you
Okay.
know.
It's a wall.
Just to split the
Yeah, don't put the beans in a little separate pot. You know, very important. The beans have to be on the plate, but they mustn't touch the eggs. So you use the sausages and bacon as a barrier. And then things like black pudding and stuff like that, which is basically blood, congealed blood
we
with
call
spices.
Not for me.
morcilla, morcilla, right?
And morcilla.
Morcilla.
I mean,
it's from Spanish, I think. It's more traditional.
Not for
It has
me.
it, yeah. It does have a kind of Spanish
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
root to it, definitely, yeah. And it's, but it's yeah, it's extremely fattening. I mean, all of it, you know. What I mean,
Not
like,
for
once
me.
in a blue moon, I'll have an English breakfast because they are quite nice. But you know, seriously,
I've tried. Not for
Yeah.
me.
No, not for you. No, fair enough. I don't blame you. I mean, it's nice hang. Excuse me. I still got a bit of a cold. You know, I've got this chest because I was at Boomtown last weekend,
Okay.
and it was really really hot and really dusty.
That's
Like,
the
super dusty.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I had a bit of a cold anyway. I picked up a bit of a summer cold, which is not unusual for me. And then I went to Boomtown and, you know, walking around and I had one of Justy's bandanas.
Banda.
And
Okay.
then had that on my face, so try and cover my face, but wow.
Yeah, dusty. Dust is a problem.
It was just crazy. Yeah. So yeah, but that was brilliant.
Yeah, how was it?
Amazing. There were 77,000 people this year at Boomtown.
77,000
people.
Wow.
Yeah, big festival. They moved all the stages around. One of the stages is completely powered by hydrogen, which is incredible, called the Hydro stage. And I didn't spend a lot of time. Well, me and Chris played on the Hydro stage last year when it was a bit smaller. It was in a slightly different position on the site. And we played on that stage and with Justine doing the visuals.
visual,
I know. I have some
Did you
pictures
see
of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had an incredible visual setup. So this year they made it even bigger. They moved it to a different area, which was where the old Origin stage used to be. So it's like a kind of main stage.
Awesome.
And they had a lot of big acts on there. A lot of techno actually. I didn't go and see a lot of it. I must admit, I was kind of running around doing other things.
What you can do when you are at Boomtown?
Well,
It's
I know,
just
there's
walk around. There's so many things to
so much
see,
to do.
so much to listen, so
And
much
it's such a long walk everywhere you go. Once you get somewhere, you kind of go like, all right, you know, I'm staying here for a while. You know, it's a lot of walking. But we saw floating points. Do you know floating points? Have
No,
you ever
no,
heard
it's
of
new
them?
to me.
Yeah, we saw them, and everyone would. Aaron Liberator was saying to me, yeah, I said, "Oh man, don't go and see floating points. They're boring. They're gonna they're gonna be really jazzy and everything." Actually, he was wrong, Aaron.
Yeah, we are alive. We need to remember that we are already alive.
Yeah. So wrong. No, they were really, really good. Floating points. So
Floating points.
and then I went to see a band called Henge. They're my favourite band at the moment. They've been
Henge.
yeah. I went to see them.
Are they
in
British?
Hastings. They're an English. I think they're English. Yeah,
Okay.
they must be English. They can't be anything else. They can't be because they're completely nuts.
Maybe.
So
It's
they
familiar.
were playing in Hastings, which is where I work. You know, for when I work for Curve Pusher. And the guys they said to me, "Oh, yeah, this band Henge are playing." I said, "I've never heard of them." And we went down to the local club in Hastings called the Piper, and it's a nice little venue. And they played and they were awesome. And one thing I really got from Henge was the fact that so what they are is that they're like a mixture of kind of space rock So do you know what space rock
No.
is? So do you know bands like Osric Tentacles or Hawkwind or any of these kind of? No, don't recognise
Not
those names.
familiar. No.
No,
What is
so
it? Indie.
in
I
the
need
UK,
to take a notes later.
yes, yes, we will compare notes. In the UK, they but back when I was a lot younger.
Mm.
So this is something to do with Justine as well, you see, because I've been finding that I've really been connecting to my past. You know, when I was much younger,
Okay.
and when I was a lot younger, I was traveling and with the on the sort of kind of free festival circuit with the kind of peace convoy or
Cool.
the New Age travelers, right?
Okay.
And around about that time, and I was squatting. You know, this is all before I met Justine. You see, so
Okay.
this is kind of I had this whole history that happened
Mm.
before we met, and the music was very much like Osric Tentacles and so on. These other bands, and they're rock bands, but they play very spacey, kind of very almost. You could almost kind of say it's not electronic music, but they use a lot of synthesizers.
Mhm.
So that maybe you could definitely kind of there's definitely some similarities to techno. You can see
That's
where
cool.
I've come from.
And it's inspires you, right? Because
It's
you're hearing something different,
yeah,
but connects you somehow to what you produce and you like, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So when I went to see Henge, they had all these influences from all these old bands, but it's kind of all been updated with modern technology. So the guy sings through a vocoder.
Awesome.
They do some amazing effects on the voice, and
That's
the
great.
band will wear costumes. I'm not really into bands that wear costumes in general because I think it's all a bit of a gimmick.
It's a very
Somehow
But I will forgive Henge for doing it because they just do it so well.
they can do it.
Because
Yeah,
it's
they-
so
they-
funny what they do, and the whole thing is that they are this band who have come from a distant planet, and they've come to collect us as the crew and take us to their home planet.
That's when they do a show, it has
That's
this movement, this journey.
the theme,
The team. Okay.
So yeah, so that's the theme of the show, and I
Okay.
just, for me, definitely being in that sort of headspace as well at the time. You know, my friends taking me there, it was just like pure escapism. Just like this is really funny and happy and uh, and just and positive.
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Good.
And it made me feel really like, wow, this is really, and everybody in the room was having a really great time.
It's a good feeling, right?
It was a great feeling, and I just kind of thought, yeah, okay, this is really great, and it's really nice to reconnect to my past, to this old Henry that has been there all this time, but
Of course.
has been in a different, in kind of in hypersleep. So
Ta-da.
in a way, you know. So yeah, that was really good. So going to see them again at Boomtown was really fun, and it was a great experience. And I managed to take Andy, my friend Andy, who is
Andy
also
Newbury?
known as Andy Newbury, Rats on Acid, who also lost his wife in January, very sadly, and somehow through a cruel twist of fate, me and Andy have ended up, kind of at the same end of this journey, or sort of. And obviously his journey is obviously different to mine, but we have a lot in common. So I was like, right, come on, we've got to go and see Henge.
Yeah,
We were sitting in this little bar next to the stage, and we heard the synthesizer going woo, and that's the takeoff. I thought, and just like, shit, we've got to go. So we went next door.
It's the party.
Yeah. And we
That's
dived
great.
into the crowd, and there are all these people like all dressed all crazy, and people, like guy on stilts next to me, and then people taking acid, and it was fucking crazy, and it was
Awesome.
just brilliant. So
Crazy
yeah,
experience.
That was a good experience.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, and
Good,
Andy
man.
was like, "This is the." He was like, this is the best thing that's happened all week.
Nice for
Awesome.
yeah.
It was really good for him to get out because he hasn't been out very much.
Really.
He's in a different situation to me. He's got two children.
Mm.
You know, they're not really young, but they're young, and
They're
they
young
need
and they're
looking
not like
after. He can't just leave them. I've got Alec. He's 23.
23. Yeah, I'm
He's out.
following him. I'm seeing him skating everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
He's
cool,
really
man.
into skating,
Awesome. Yeah.
doing his skate videos at the
And
moment.
and I heard a production
Oh yeah,
of him. You
Yeah.
shared.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah. He's making some really good music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well.
Yeah, he's making. He needs more confidence. He's getting more confident with it. I think it's a very difficult situation. Or it's a very not difficult. It's a very different situation for young people now.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
than it was for
Absolutely.
us.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's so different. Alex sometimes asks me, you know, about things, and I'm like, I can be a little bit like, I'm not sure, you know, how to really get started now. You know, if I was a young guy now
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trying to do the same thing,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty lost. You know,
Absolutely.
trying to get started. There are so many people doing it. Whereas when I started, it to me it felt like, you know, it just felt like it was just us, and there wasn't really anybody. I mean, there were other
There
people.
were,
yeah,
but
of course,
There were.
but
there was a digital distance at
There
that
was
time.
there was a distance, and we weren't all connected together by social media. So it meant that you could exist in this little bubble, and I think that, you know, in a way, that's a good thing for an artist, because, you know, the most demotivating thing that any artist can have is comparison.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to compare yourself to other people, and what does social media do? It
Every
compares
day,
you to
every
everything
time.
else
All the time.
all the time.
You know, so it
That's
can
the
be a very
idea.
demotivating thing, I think. You know, and so I spend, whenever I sit and talk to Alec about things, I try to you know, sort of convince him to just, you know, concentrate on what he's doing and try not to worry too much about
Good.
other people
Good.
and what other things that are happening around him. You know,
Send my best regards to him. I don't know him personally, but I follow him. I'm following, and I see he's a very nice guy. I have a first track, when you just not switched, but when you started Mutate to Survive, that you produced a track called Alec.
Oh yeah.
And I think he's
Yeah,
singing
yeah,
something.
yeah. He's on
just-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have this track. I have it.
Yeah, that's right. A really, really early one.
Yeah.
We did some like we've been in the studio quite a lot over the years. Actually, he would really love that track, La Di Da Di, La Di Da Di. We came to party, and he wanted me to do the beatboxing for the.
Okay. No way.
He wanted me, so we've got a track with me doing like this terrible beatboxing.
Just simplify it, you know. Don't try complex things.
No.
Just the essential.
Yeah, it's dreadful beatboxing with Alec doing the rap over the top in his little high squeaky voice, you know, when he was young. Yeah, it's cool.
Cadê o Johnny? Johnny tá aí? I think it's my time.
So actually, we started to talk. We lost our focus.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
What
Thank you very
focus?
much, because Henge is a name that I don't need to take a note.
Oh,
I
you
will
definitely-
remember.
you have
The
to
only
say
one.
that. Yeah.
The only one, actually.
The other ones,
The other
the
one
other
I
ones
need
later,
to-
please.
Yeah.
Let's take a note about it. Maybe let's just talk a little bit about Techno Route. We need to talk about the party.
Yeah.
We should do really. I thought
Something's
shouldn't we?
gonna
That's
happen.
why we're here. So, Felici.
Yeah.
So who's that? I don't know her.
She's a French girl, and I think she lives in Netherlands, if I'm not sure.
Okay.
But she's playing very, very huge festivals around the world.
I've
Right?
seen the footage on the
Yeah, and she
adverts.
actually, last year I brought Cleric, you know, Jordan,
Cleric.
Yeah. and they used it to be a couple,
Oh, okay.
right? And we spoke something about her, and he told me, no, she's a excellent DJ, an excellent person as well. And I just put her in my and then I forgot. But this time I was watching her playing everywhere and playing, especially a kind of music that matches to Techno Route, you know.
Yeah. I
Because
thought so.
sometimes it's a bit different. Even if the DJ is a very good DJ or he plays anywhere, but sometimes the concept is not the same.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And for me, it matches very well, 100%. That's why I asked her to come.
I liked what I heard. It
Yeah,
sounded
but
great.
it's amazing because she played at Monegros a couple of weeks ago,
Okay.
and a huge stage. It was
Wow.
the videos were very nice. And now she's gonna play tomorrow at Cordoba in Argentina, and then she'll come to São Paulo, play at Techno Route on Saturday. Actually, she arrived directly to the party.
Oh right,
Yeah,
okay.
and then she'll
okay. Wow,
leave.
no sleep for the DJ.
Probably
so-
like you in the airplane.
in
right
the
there.
old,
She's young.
In the old days,
She
you
is
know,
young.
back in the day when I was young. Yeah, not anymore.
Ô
God.
Johnny, posso ir já ou não? Como é que tá lá?
Não, tá tudo pronto.
Já é pra ir?
Vocês que sabem.
Ah, eu fico aqui.
Não, já 8h20 já.
Então,
É.
então vamos. Crava 10, mais um pouquinho, mais 10,
um
porque aí
pouco.
começa
É, tá bom.
8h30.
8
So
e meia.
we are half an hour delayed
Okay.
with the original plan.
Okay.
That's it. All good.
All right.
Do you have something to do later?
No,
Today? You're
no.
fine? Okay.
I am the captive audience. I'm here.
a friend of mine.
And I've had a full night's sleep. Well, I've had a full day's sleep, and I've had a hamburger. So I'm pretty much.
Mine is there.
Yeah.
That's why you want to. Okay, guys. Thank
If
you
we
very
finish
much.
now, I have some
No, I have
business
my
to do.
Really, yeah.
I have some business to do.
Yeah.
So Techno Route's going to be fantastic, I think.
Yeah, it will be. Sure.
Yeah.
22 years.
22 years, mate.
It's 22 years. Wow.
Yeah.
I know what you mean about finding people that work with the lineup, with the sound of your party. You know, because I had the same thing with hydraulics, and
absolutely.
I've experimented with people on the lineup. You know, tried to bring people who I thought would be interesting or going to do something different. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I
That's
think
the
my
point.
most successful one was when I had Slam and Annie. Both playing together, man, they just tore the place to pieces. That was. It's quite difficult to find the right sound.
And sometimes you get disappointed because you believe something 100%, and you are sure that's gonna happen and it's gonna be awesome, and it didn't happen.
Sometimes it
and you don't know how to explain why it didn't
sometimes
happen.
it doesn't. It's just the way it
it's
goes.
weird.
But that's the risk that we take, isn't it? When we're promoting
Exactly,
parties,
exactly.
You have those really great ones, and then you have the ones that are maybe not so great, and it just
there's
that's
not
the way
a
it goes.
recipe to follow.
No,
exactly.
no. But I mean, I've always really enjoyed hydraulics. I've had lots of really a big variety of artists playing there. You know, Perk and Lenny D and Angie Core, and Slam and Speedy J, and we've always really enjoyed it. And I think for me, it's always been my last set as well. Playing at Fold and playing the last set has always been my kind of, that's the tradition. I always play at the end. And I've always really enjoyed it. I mean, it's just been such a great vibe, and then closing the night and everything. And I've always really, and so Techno Route as well, has always been something that I've really, really enjoyed. And we, when me and Justy were here in 2022, was
2022 was the last time.
2022 was, and so when we got home after that, that was when Justin was, she got her diagnosis not long after that.
Yeah.
So we tried to come back with no success over the next kind of 3 years, because she was in this kind of quite punishing chemotherapy schedule that really, and then of course she had to move to the States, and then that just added an extra layer of complications. you know.
yeah.
And at one
Much more
point in the
difficult.
beginning of 2025, she was pronounced cancer-free.
Mm.
You know,
I remember well that.
and she moved back to the UK, and she was living at home for about 3 months, and everything was fine, but it wasn't. And she went back and had some more tests, and things started to really go off the rails. Then when we and it was around about that time I think I got in touch with you. I've got
Yeah.
some messages,
Mhm,
and we
it
started
was something
talking.
getting
uh,
better,
yeah,
and
I
then
said
you
I
just
think I
text me. Yeah,
and it
just
was
hold
like
on.
the whole thing died, didn't it?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
talked about it, and I was like, I think we
yeah.
can do this, and then it just kind of went, nah, because I just didn't want to go on my own,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not here. Other things I did on my own, but not here because I couldn't do it because I didn't want Justy to be, at home with me here because this is a special place for us.
Yeah, I understand.
Really
Yeah,
special.
yeah. We know that actually.
And
We know
yeah,
that.
I know you do, and it's like I couldn't do that. Go and play other gigs, the places that she didn't
No,
really
doesn't
know that
make any
well, and she didn't
sense.
mind about.
Yeah,
That was fine,
yeah,
but not here.
no,
So
doesn't make
yeah,
sense.
that was the problem. That was the story, really. But you know,
And
I'm really looking forward to playing because I think this will be a very important kind of emotional thing
yeah,
for
Okay.
me to do
it's gonna
on
be
Saturday.
special. Yeah.
You know, I've had a few gigs that have been kind of dedicated to Justine's memory, and this will
That's
be
it.
dedicated
Yeah,
to Justine's
sure.
memory too. You know,
That's it. That's, I'm sure, it's her desire,
yeah,
right?
absolutely,
I'm sure.
100,000%. You know, she left me a little video. She made a few videos for people
Mm.
before she passed away, and she was absolutely go out and enjoy your life and have fun.
That's the message. That's the message.
And I'm really taking that literally. That's really important to remember that. That's a really important part. That we won't get anywhere by sitting around being sad. That what's happened has happened. We can't undo it. We know that. So the next thing to do is to live life the way that she would want. I have to live life the way that she would want me to live it.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
Yeah.
And I absolutely know that she'd fucking love to be here.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
She will be.
Yeah,
Some-
and she will be.
She will be. She
In
is
spirit.
actually. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
spirit. Absolutely.
Guys,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
You remember we were talking about 22 years. You remember the first time you played at Techno Route? What year?
Oh, well, now I don't remember it like exclusively. I got to. The only, the way.
Dig, Henry. Dig.
Yes, dig,
No, it's.
dig through that.
I'll be honest. I
Motherfucker.
know because I have my Google Drive, all the parties, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I know all the years of them.
You
But you
know-
played at Techno Route 8 years.
Is
First
it?
time.
I remember the part. You know how I remember the parties? I remember them by the stages, because the stages always got a little bigger each time. And so each time I go back through my memory, I'm like, and what sound system was it?
Yeah.
And then I go back and I say, okay, it's this new Bunny's sound system.
Yeah.
Go back a little bit more and down a little bit more, and it was still Bunny's, I think. But who did the sound system right at the very, very beginning? Was it
Actually,
Frajola?
no. Actually, I since my first time
was
was
it-
Bunny's, but then Bunny's sold the sound system, and believe me, the sound system is the same because
Is it?
I keep doing with the same guy that bought from the.
Oh, really?
Bunny's. Yeah. Of course,
I
it's
thought that was something
updated.
familiar.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Of course, it's updated, but the soul is the same.
Oh, great.
Right, yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
And you told that the stage was getting bigger. I have pictures from the first one in 2004,
Yeah.
and
like on a little
you know,
platform.
Bunny's played, Nori played as well.
Nori, yeah.
Pest, that's gonna play on Saturday with us.
Pest.
You remember him?
Of course I remember
He
Pest.
played
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Viva and many other guys.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who told me, hey, I'll do something like a live PA. Okay, go ahead. And then he brought his computer, but not a laptop, you know.
Oh, like an actual
Yeah.
computer.
It looks like
with
to
a
be
screen.
With a
Nori.
big screen.
Oh, Nori, yeah.
And
yeah,
I have-
yeah.
I have
remember
some
that.
pictures.
I remember
I think
fucking
Probably,
great.
probably,
Like,
yeah.
Like PC. It was a big PC
A
tower,
big
wasn't
PC, a
it?
tower, you know. He's in the middle of the table.
Yeah, I used to travel with that kind of stuff as well. When I first came over to Brazil in like '98, I played for what's his name? Alex S.
SP Groove.
Groove Nation.
SP Groove,
Yeah.
Groove
Groove
Nation.
Nation.
Thank
Groove
you. Yeah,
Nation.
so it's SP
Previously,
Groove. It
yeah.
was Alex S, Eliana, and
Mhm.
Frajola
Frajola, probably.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I was playing live, and we've got some photos of it. And I brought with me a big flight case with a sampler, some effects units. I brought my 909 and the 303.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I brought all that stuff with me, and my computer. And my computer was like wasn't a laptop. It was
Uh-huh.
like but it wasn't a desktop. Wasn't a tower. It was
Okay,
a flat
okay.
computer, right? And I brought that
Modern,
with me.
very modern, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
that time.
Keyboard and everything. And I think I had to borrow a monitor, you know, and a mixing desk. And they hired me a Mackie mixer, and I brought all the cables and everything. All I needed was a Mackie mixer and a monitor, and I turned up and I set it all up. And the flight case that I brought, it's a fucking massive flight case about the size of the sofa, and massive great thing. They used to take these things on the planes back then. They would never take it now. You turn up at an airport with something like that, and they will
Exactly.
just laugh at you.
No,
Mhm.
they're not that.
But they'll be like, "Cargo is that way, mate."
Yeah.
But,
special
you know?
special package around there.
but now, but back then they would do it, and so what it was like a big box, and then it had a small box inside it, and it was all like surrounded by foam, and the small box was like a rack unit that went inside, and you could pull that out and put it on top, and it made a perfect kind of stand for a rack of
workstation.
equipment. So yeah, it was man, it weighed a ton, you know. So yeah, and I remember the gig. It was a good
good
gig.
stories. Right?
It was a good gig. Yeah, everything worked.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good thing. Everything
know.
worked.
Whoa.
that's awesome.
So Harry, yeah, thank you very much. It's such a great pleasure to have
You're
you
welcome.
once again here.
Yeah, no, it's
Awesome.
my pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me over
No way.
once again. Once again.
You're always welcome, man.
Yeah.
Always.
Thanks, Fab.
Let me
yeah.
ask you to come next year.
Well,
We
you
can
know,
do it.
I'm up for more traveling at the moment.
Awesome.
I'm really excited about traveling. I'm enjoying traveling. Gonna go and see the world a little bit. Justy really wanted me to go and see the world, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
go and see the world a little bit more.
Yeah, the world
That's
is
it.
big. The
That's
world is
it.
big. So much
It's
to
a big
see.
place. There's lots of places I've never been.
Yeah.
Thailand is next. I'm going there.
Thailand.
I'm not playing. I'm just gonna go.
Mm,
I
awesome.
might be able to get a gig, maybe. They've got a friend over there who said to me, "Oh, you could come and play." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I just want to
It's
go."
time to relax.
Good. Yeah.
Guys,
Anyway,
I'm
all right.
gonna leave. Thank you, guys. Obrigado a todos. Vamos pro YouTube do Tecnolab agora,
É
né?
isso, vamos pro Technolab.
E todo mundo aí, sábado, 22 de agosto, sábado agora, Techno Route, com o Monstro, He's Back, D.A.V.E, Drummer, Felici e vários outros DJs. Esperamos vocês aí. Valeu, valeu.
É isso aí. Até.
Excuse me, guys. Agora é hora do som. Olha o Johnny aqui, ó. O Johnny nunca aparece, ó. É o cara do backstage.
Yeah, I have some business.
Aí, ó. Agora é hora do som começar.